Live, episode 107. In action. How's it going, YouTube? DMTombstone Belts back here again with a brand new episode of DMTombstone Live for you folks. How you're all doing? And guys, when we do DMTombstone Live, remember everything is unsanctioned, uncensored, and try to make sure everything's family friendly. Whatever happens, happens. Yes, right now I am was excited. Yesterday I posted my aftermath thoughts on the SummerSlam last night and SummerSlam Saturday, and tonight is SummerSlam Sunday. And obviously, after I'm done with this live stream and watching SummerSlam, I'm going to do another aftermath video tonight. But as well, I also wouldn't mind to as well, last night I announced the winner. What the hell? I'd like to announce the winner of the Belgian. Well, I did announce the winner last night. Sorry, guys, I'm just confused. So last night I did my aftermath video, and I also did the belt giveaway winner, and the winner was Pez. So Pez, when you do see this video of the stream, or if you've seen that video last night, please try to contact me anytime you can. If it ain't on here, check me out on my Instagram or on my X page, because I would like to contact you so we know exactly what I like to give to you in the belt giveaway. Because your selection was the light heavyweight belt. What's going on with this thing? Yeah. So yeah. Make sure you contact me for your chance to enter it to claim your prize. Because don't forget, those that I'm going to give you probably 1 week to contact me so you can claim the prize. If not, I will try to do the draw again, and hopefully somebody else, like, I don't know, your brother Kane or the other guy. And if they don't respond within a week, then I'll just have to select the other person to be the winner. There was 3 entries in for that, and yeah, the hell. What's going on? I want to play the damn game. Oh, wait, hold on. We already got a lot of these people. Megan Young, hello, how are you? Hi, Megan Young, how are you? Amelia Fisher, how are you? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Yeah. Hi, Amelia. Hi, Megan. How are you? What are you doing? You like Stitch? Oh yeah, I do. He's a nice little guy, ain't you right? Ain't you right, Stitch? He's a little guy. Yeah, he just watches over my belt for me. Oh.
I want my game.
Yeah, hold on a second. Get it.
I want my game.
I know. Hold on. Just 1 sec. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I forgot to lock the door. Yeah, I like Stitch. Yeah, I like it. Was okay. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. My nephew is just. Can you give us a collection tour, please? Oh yeah, sure. Why not? I'm waiting for a game to load up. Yeah, I feel like I want to play some games today before SummerSlam comes on. Most of that I don't mind watching the kickoff show. After all, I sub. Oh, thank you, Megan. Oh yeah, for all those that are new to my channel, make sure if you're enjoying the content, and especially with all these things, you want to know what they're all about. Check out my main channel of 430 some videos. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you also like this stream too, because I'm keeping an eye up on that like button right there. It looks like we're at 5 right now. So yeah, and as well, like I said, guys, I already announced the winner for the 700. And now let's try to build up for 800. And for all those that did enter in for that 700 subscriber bell giveaway, and and didn't win, don't worry, guys. There's always next time, especially with the chances are the more I do this, the better it helps you. Because I want to do something real special when it comes to 1,000. Because I know I'm eventually going to continue to do more for this collection, and I'm thinking I want to replace my WCW TV title. How long have you been collecting? I've been collecting since for the past 10 to 11 years right now. My first belt, in fact, I think it's been over a decade now, but my first belt I've gotten was this bad boy, the WWE Network logo belt, which I have curved myself, have custom side plates, fully restored by me with Swarovski crystals on a real send out leather strap by Rock Leather Designs with the Velcro. I put these belt tip on it with the Fandu sidebars. And of course, next to them, my Raw and SmackDown tag titles. The SmackDown tag titles been signed by the Hardy Boys. The red Universal on the send out leather strap by Bear Skull or Aaron Hernandez, I think, from Bear Skull Leathers. Fully restored, partially with Swarovskis and partially with cubic zirconias. I've been using CZs now. A lot better looking than the Swarovskis. Fandu sidebars and that. I'm working to try to get my custom side belt plates on that one. Blue Universal on Northern Image send out leather. One piece belt tip. Fully restored with Swarovski crystals. What's your most expensive belt? Well, my most expensive belt is actually funny. I'll talk more about that later. So far as right now, the most expensive belt, mostly these world belts. Anything I say this one because after all, I spent a good couple. I say it costs about around $800 maybe so to just to get the thing to the way it looks. Because most of these belts are $500 each. Like the mid card belts could be $300 to $400, but this one was like a $500 belt, and as well as these ones too. Where are you right now? The U.S. Yes, I am in the U.S. I am in Michigan. That's all I'm going to go for because I don't want to dedox myself. Let people know where I'm at. But yeah, there's my trophy case of all the world titles. And of course, right near the door, other titles like the Big Green, Hogan 85, the WCW World Heavyweight. I'm in South Carolina. Oh, that's enough from South Carolina. Yeah, and as well over here, the TV, my WWE UK and WWE Cruiserweight. My little corner of homemade belts. Right here, being covered up by that lamp. You see that? Oh, let me try to move the flag. US Spinner, Hardcore, 24/7. In this corner, WCW US, WWE US, classic white network logo IC, oval IC. Over there by the window where you see the Money in the Bank briefcase, the 3 NXT titles, the $1 million. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. The $1 million belt and all them fully restored. My on my bed, current belts, the U.S. belt, the Intercontinental belt. Both of them going to be defended tonight on SummerSlam. 11 to 12 years, yeah. Minari. So cool, bro. A nice collection. How long have you been collecting? I've been collecting for about 10 to 11 years, I think. So cool, bro. Thanks. See, Intercontinental, I have repainted that Intercontinental. This was the original black globe version, but I painted them blue to match the more modern one. And I had gotten this one on a send out leather strap by the exact same guy who made that Hogan 85 belt for me. The World Heavyweight belt. I got it restoned, custom side plates, and on a send out leather strap too. Both of them have the realistic Velcro with the fake snapbacks to them, as I'll gently show. You can see it's Velcro with the fake snaps. Hold on, guys. Maybe best bet. You can see here fake snaps on the Velcro. The Intercontinental has that one too. Hold on, guys. Let me put the camera down so we can put the belt back. Then Muhammad Ali belts sent me this one, my crumb rind style, big gold, dual plated. The AEW TNT belt, and of course the corner belts you see there. I right now have about I think 45 belts. I think I counted. Super neat. Thank you. About 45 belts, and it's far from over, guys. I'm pretty sure I'm getting a couple more belts in my collection. Right, hold on 1 second, folks. Let me do something real quick. Sorry, sorry about that, guys. I was just sending a link to someone. Yeah, so I have about 45 belts, and I'm not sure what number I would go to once when I think about stopping, because after all, I got more belts than I have nieces and nephews. Not saying much. Yeah. Oh, so it's more than just wrestling belts. Yeah, I got most stuff other than wrestling belts. I mean, I got like, I don't keep. I mean, it's not only wrestling belts I collect. I don't mind trying to collect other stuff for it. Like I've seen like I'm trying to think about maybe getting the Undertaker's urn, not the real one, like the ones you see in WWE Shop. The one that's like for the streak and that. I seen one like a Macari and that. I don't mind trying to get that for my collection. I have the Slammy. It's in my closet right now. It's just don't want to leave it out here in case it may fall and break. I don't want something like that. I collect around a few things here and there. Yeah. So yeah. And I do work on trying to make my belts look almost like as realistic as possible. Like the for Hassan, he gave me the property plate from the WCW World Heavyweight because he forgot to put it on there. I put it on there myself. Now I'm working on maybe getting one piece belt tips or at least a belt tip for that belt because it's missing a belt tip. I know I want to get a one piece belt tip for the Red Universal. Maybe a one piece belt tip for for my Undisputed. Once I get it on a real leather strap. Most likely, I want to replace a lot of my belts with their stock straps with the real leather straps because some collectors like to have real leather straps on those. And plus, most of my belts that are on the stock straps are starting to crack in the back, and I don't like that. Like the oval I see on my wall next to the U.S. belts and that, not that oval I see. That one's on a real leather strap, and that one's from Hassan Belts as well. Thank you, Hassan. Is there a belt or item you don't have that you really want, like a unicorn item? Well, there's still a lot of stuff I wouldn't mind getting. I mean, I do have a money in the bank because I got that now. Slamming as I got that. There's a few things. I mean, as well, I'm like a big fan of other stuff besides wrestling, like Superman. I wouldn't mind getting like the new Superman suit for the Superman 2025 movie. Working on that because I have my own custom homemade one that was from Batman v Superman. That briefcase is super cool. Thank you. Uh, I was wondering when WWE Shop may bring them back in the replica ones because now all they have is the commemorative ones, which is the plastics, and the real briefcase is made out of metal. They used to do a metal one before, but that was when they had the gold briefcases. Now that it's green, they don't do them anymore. It's just plastic. So anyone that knows about go to WWE, like talk to WWE Shop or that, tell them bring back the metal briefcases. People like to have the metal briefcases because now those that actually do have the gold metal briefcases, you're not selling them. They're rare now, almost as rare as the Figs Inc. U.S. spinner I have. That one's nearly over 20 years old, and I'm working to try to get that one on a real leather strap as well because the leather strap is starting to fall apart. But I restoned it and I tried to fix up the plating. The plating's starting to chip off in that, but it's just due to age. And I know what you're thinking. Well, WWE Shop released the new version of the US Sprinter. Why didn't you get that? Well, they released it as soon as I got that one. So, and usually I don't like to buy the exact same belt twice. And I know what you're thinking. Well, once you got that one, you got the child one. Yeah, I did. But then again, the guy didn't tell me it was a child's version of the US spinner. Glad you got better quality. That sucks to hear. Well, yeah. I mean, well, it sucks to hear that, but yet it's not my fault or that it's WWE because WWE seems to only sell them in certain versions because there's not a lot of people asking for them. I'm like, if people start asking for the metal, to bring back the metal version of the briefcases, they should bring them back. But yeah, but for collection purposes, it's not a bad thing to have a child's one. Yes, because the child's version of the US spinner. In fact, let me see if I can bring it out. 1 second, folks. Just gotta remember where I put it. It's around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It comes with its own SmackDown belt bag. Yeah, I mean, for a child's version, that's no problem because I could give this to my like a young niece or nephew that may like it. But it's a rare version of this belt because they don't even sell kids version of these type of belts anymore. Yeah, but here's the child version of the US spinner. I have removed the magnet in that so it can spin freely, and I have restoned majority of the stones on here. I didn't restone all of them. I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could try to go back to restoning this belt. But yeah, some of the stones on this belt have been restoned, mostly the blue parts and the flags. I don't know if you can see it on camera quite well. But yeah, but I have fully restored my adult version US spinner. I've been trying to restore some here on this child's one, but you know, and you can see for it to be a near like 21-year-old belt, you can see the part of the strap is starting to peel off. But I just leave it in the belt bag because after all, for a rare belt like this, you don't want it to damage it anymore. And two, some people keep it in this way, it still looks, I mean, after all, for a 20-year-old belt, it's still holding up. My dad and brother would be in awe of your collection. It's really pretty special to collect such cool items. Is it expensive to restone something like that? Well, if you take it up, I mean, yeah, it depending on how many stones that a belt has. Like the WWE spinner, the network logo belts, ones that are just rated with stones, it gets pretty expensive because a certain stocks of stones you can get can cost like 20 to 30 bucks, depending on the sizes and how many of them you need. And as well, but if you take it to someone that restones it for you, you're talking about hundreds of dollars to near almost as much as the cost for the belt itself to get it restoned. Like some people would, like when people get it sent out to be releathered, it could be $200 to $300. Exact same amount of price it would take to have it full to restone your belts with your Swarovskis or cubic zirconias or CZs they call them. That's still great quality for 20 plus years. Yeah, even for this belt. Right, because you have to pay for labor as well. Yeah, mostly labor, but you also have to ship it out to the person unless you live by the guy. Unless you live like next door to him and do it for him, it'll be no problem. But as well, you also have to make sure you're taking the risk for them because in case he may mess up, like the drill slips and he scratches the plates or something like that and he can't fix it, there's going to be that as well. Which is why many times I decide to just restone the belts myself. But yet I take full responsibility if I mess up. Like if I damage the belt in a way, like pardon my language, but if I like fuck it up, it's on me. Like I blame myself on that if I mess up my belt. But it means I take more extra care for my belt if I do it myself, because it's like I'm risking my own belt to be damaged if I do it myself. And yeah, most of the times when I do it myself, it turns out pretty well. I hope the restoning pays off in the future and you're not losing value on it. Well, actually, no, you don't lose value on the belts. If anything, the belts may cost more to have them restoned, even though they're just replicas or so. You could pay more for a belt that has real crystals in it over, well, like on WWE Shop, they may sell versions of a replica that's like on a like their so-called claim real leather straps for more than you could get the damn thing in a replica version and have it re-leathered or send out to have it re-leathered on a send out re-leather strap. Or they have some that have cubic zirconias in them, but you're spending $800 when you could just get a $500 one and spend only what, 50 to $100 on stones and restone them yourself. So I could save money. I mean, I spend a little money to save money because I could spend like $70 on stones and restone it myself, and it makes the belt look a lot more, and it'd make it worth more because you're putting time and effort into your stones to make them look much like the real ones. Like, hold on. Like this here, my WWE spinner. I paid like $400 for it. Now I had it fully restoned with Swarovski crystals on there's like 3,000 plus stones on this. And I'm working to get it on like a real leather strap, which could cost about maybe 200 some bucks. So that's about so the amount of time I use on this would cost about maybe $800 or so. But the belt and also my customization to make the plates look silver, the belt could be worth around $900 to $1,000 depending on who wants it. But I never sell my belts. But I say the belt value could be worth. Someone could pay $1,000 just to get one of these belts on a real leather strap and fully restoned. Someone would pay top dollar for a belt like that. Like I said, my first belt, the Network Logo belt, I fully restoned and all that. Could easily sell it for $950 if that, or even $1,000 if someone wanted it like that, because the time and effort, and it looks almost like the real belt. So when you put effort to make your belts look more like the ones on TV, there's some people that would say, "Oh, I'll get that belt so I don't have to do all the work myself and spend money on that and just have it to my collection." They would spend thousands of dollars for belts that look like the real ones on TV, or they will just go to someone that makes belts like Dave Milliken or Reggie Parks. Well, he's no longer around, but like those type of guys that will make great quality belts on real leather and all that, but you're spending like thousands of dollars on it. When most people could just grab a replica, put it on a real leather strap, and if it's got stones, restone them with real quality stones, and it almost looks as the real deal, but costs a lot less. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this is from Hassan's Belts. This is the TNT title, and he said this is made on CNC or it's a high HD, and I only paid like $300 some for it, and it's just like the one you see on TV, except for the fact this was a version that has like the nugget textured TNT logo with the plain side, but yet it does. I mean, it's a version of the TNT belt that was used on TV. The current one, I know, I think it's like a smooth TNT logo. The letters are smooth as well, but yeah, there's stuff like that. Wow, we're going on for almost 20 some minutes and still nothing. I know later on today I'll be watching SummerSlam. I'd probably mow my lawn, go for a dip in the pool if it's hot enough, because it seems to me yesterday it was real cold. But yeah, there's that stuff I gotta do. And I'll probably later on do more of it. But like I say, for a guy, Pez, if you're watching, if you do come along on here and watch this or see my videos, make sure you got one whole week to respond to the video or your message in the video, or message me on my social media to let me know you want to claim your prize. Because if not, I have to give it up to someone else. I'm really impressed by your collection. Thanks for the information. This gave me nostalgia about my dad and my youth. Yeah, I wish you continued discussing and collecting. Well, obviously, when people collect stuff, they wonder if they still want to collect or not. Some people eventually will stop when they reach a certain limit. Like for me, I'm running out of room for my belts. As you see, I'm already got like 6 belts on my bed because I don't want to leave them up on the side there on the floor where you can't see it. That's what I did for other belts before. That's what I try to hang up more on the walls. And as well, the collection could be worth more as well if we have certain people that sign belts, like even my homemade belts. Like one of my homemade belts was signed by Mick Foley. I had Mick Foley sign my homemade hardcore belt, and that was pretty cool. Got an ECW belt signed by RVD. I got a big gold in the case that's signed by Booker T and Ric Flair. My winged eagle was signed by Kevin Nash and Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah. Hey, Iran, what's up? It's all about perfect timing. Thank you for being a part of this. And wow, already got up to 7 likes. Thank you all for being a part of this, and thank you for liking this video. I'll go for a little bit longer, after all. Just waiting for the game to load. Maybe I'll play. I'm going to try to play some games here. So cool. Yeah, thank you. Like some of my belts, I did mess up a bit on them, like the European belt. But I wouldn't mind keeping the European belt the way it is because it's lost its plating a bit. But I say keep it like that because it makes it look ring used. Like the plating's coming off and that. Make it look like it's been through the ring of that. Like it's the green belt version. But if I do get a replacement one, I don't mind replacing that one and maybe give it away. Who knows? Trey Hodges. Hey, did you watch Night 1 of SummerSlam? Yes, I did. In fact, you want to see my opinion about it, like the aftermath video, check out my main channel. What's your opinion about Seth Rollins winning World Heavyweight Champion? I did see that coming. I was saying, here, A, he was probably faking the injury, so when the perfect time comes, he would cash in. And I'm surprised he actually would cash in on CM Punk. CM Punk finally wins the World Heavyweight title, but Rollins comes back and cashes it out. I remember when I was real young, Sergeant Slaughter held me during the fan autograph. Yeah, I was really hoping to have him do the camel clutch on me, but I didn't have the money for him to do that. Joe was pretty good in the ring. Yeah, he was. And I feel like they're setting him up to do another match against Logan Paul and them. Because I think he could go again and get revenge. It was nice when they used to go for more fan signings at local areas. Yeah, like for me last year, I was actually glad to meet Hulk Hogan before he passed away and have him sign his Real American Beer case. I have it in my closet right now. I don't have it exposed, played out here, but glad to meet him. I wish you could have signed his Hogan 86. I went there with the Hogan 86 belt for him, but he wasn't signing stuff except the beer, and I was like, I was disappointed, but yet in the end, I still got his signature, and now his signature is probably going to be worth a lot since he passed away. It won't be long till when Ric Flair passes. That's why I don't want to mess up my big gold belt, like have it kind of send out real leather strap and keep it just the strap. I'd rather have it as it is, even though it is falling apart, but at least I keep the signature right. It's okay. Taker was the only one of those legends that trained was one of the legends that trained Jelly. Oh, really? I didn't think about that. To be honest, I'm sad for Punk. They're setting up for Punk versus Rollins again. Don't worry, Punk I think will win the World Heavyweight Championship again. That's awesome, guy. That's some good luck. Yeah. I'm sure you happy that Gunther lost WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Well, I say Gunther did. I was shocked that he did lose the title because Punk was giving it all he got, and literally Gunther was beating the hell out of him. Hold on 1 second, folks. Yeah, just respond to something real quick, guys. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Do you want Jacob Fatu to win tonight? Well, do I expect him to win? Probably not, because chances are Solo Sikoa's MFT is going to get involved with that match. Do you think night two will surpass night one? Definitely. I mean, after all, there's more championship matches. There, we got Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa in a cage match for the U.S. title. Then we got the women's Intercontinental title, where it's Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. And if Becky wins, Lyra can't fight the Intercontinental for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Becky's champion. Then there's the men's IC title, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. Then we got the main event, the undisputed WWE Championship on the line with John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight. To be honest, I may want Andrade and Rey Fenix to win the tag titles. Maybe. To be honest, I want Lyra to win tonight. Yeah, we all want those to happen, but then again, there, guys. Our opinions against what they really want, what WWE does. Hey, we gotta remember, it's a show. It's all scheduled of who wins and who loses. The whole thing of kayfabe and that is gone. But then again, we would never know who wins or loses tonight. The only ones that do will be Triple H and most of the executives that run the show. But it was pretty nice that they did pay tribute to Hulk Hogan on SummerSlam, because after all, he just recently passed. And who was better of SummerSlam than him when he was undefeated? I was not expecting Charlotte to save Alexa. Well, neither did anyone else, but they. I assume it was a perfect thing for them to win the tag titles because it's just another cliche that they do. Sorry, when it comes to tag teams, like tag teams that don't get along with each other, like abnormal tag teams, like kind of like Team Hell No, Rock and Sock Connection. Most of those that usually come together, you never suspect them to actually be a great team because they just bicker a lot. But then they end up becoming a greater tag team because A, they're unpredictable and they become more of and become more winners than anything. That's why I say it was a good reason for them to win. Yeah, true. I didn't want AJ Styles to win mid card champion. Well, that's the thing. He's more near the end of his career than he is in the beginning. So to have a chance to see him win a world championship again, maybe he may, but don't forget he's also mid card titles are not that bad. Like the IC title, dig it. Most of the mid card titles built the wrestler up to become a world champion. That's what mid card belts were usually do. Like in WCW, to have the WCW US belt meant you're next in line to go for the world heavyweight title. Except what it is for WWE. The one that usually wins the IC title will eventually become a world champion. I heard that Zilla Fatu could debut tonight. Well, he probably could. Chances are he may. There's a lot of the members of the NOYE and Fatu family that are definitely could debut to make the factions bigger. But wow, going on for 33 minutes and all that. But yeah, Umaga's son. Well, yeah. But then again, wasn't he on like another company's wasn't he like in TNA or something like that? I'm not sure because he was with Enzo Amore in them. But who's to say? But I know eventually he may end up in WWE. Who knows? But yeah, wow. I'll probably do this for about another minute before I end it because after all, I gotta get to working on maybe mowing the lawn. At I can't remember which one. Which match is gonna match of the night? It's definitely gonna be the main event. I'm gonna say the main event is gonna be the match of the night, unless they do unless the TLC match. I'm gonna say the next one will probably be the Fatal 4-Way TLC match, which is gonna be compared to the first TLC match which happened like many years ago at SummerSlam. In fact, the first TLC match happened at SummerSlam, so it's gonna compare it to that one and see if it's gonna out trump that. But I'm gonna say it's either gonna be the Fatal 4-Way TLC match or it's gonna be the main event. What do you think is the last SummerSlam for ages? No, I don't think it's the last SummerSlam for him. Chances are he may go back. He may work with TNA more than anything because they did say he wouldn't mind doing more TNA stuff since now they're working with TNA. But anyway, Yeah, I'm gonna probably do the outro now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Thank you all for being a part of it. Don't make sure you hit that like because it looks like we're up to 8 now. Wow, 8. And so far, okay. So make sure you like this and check out my main channel if you're new to this channel. I have like 430 some videos there for what I do. And stay tuned tonight for my aftermath video. And as well for you, I do apologize if you hear anything in the background. What are you rooting for, John Cena or Cody Rhodes? I want to say Cody. Cross looks weird with hair, doesn't he? Yeah, a little bit. But I would say, yeah, but I'm going to say, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys. I'm already at about near, 9 likes. Okay. Somehow I always get on 1 like off for some reason. Next stream date will probably be next week. And I'll try to do something on the 13th, which is which was my birthday, which would be like a birthday video. Anyway, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys be notified when I be doing the next stream date or the next video. And as well as if you are watching this or you see my last video of last night, make sure you try to contact me so you get a chance to enter in and win. Could you please? Can you please tomorrow? I will try, but I have to work tomorrow, so it'd be kind of hard to do stuff like that. But anyway, as well follow me on my social media like on X at DMTombstone96 and as well on Instagram at DayuMe96 where I may post stuff there before I post stuff here on YouTube. Shout out to my friends like Dex from Dex. He does live streams mostly with music, but he also now has a new live stream where he chats about wrestling called Wrestle Chat. Bye, buddy. Bye, IRAM. And as well, my buddy Stephen Hammer, Stephen Hammer. He does belt reviews as well on his channel. Anyway, I'm Steven. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing out. And have a good day, everybody. See you guys next time.